Today are promotions for the Jiu Jitsu guys over at Tillis MMA out in Whittier where I train. It's a very special day because it doesn't come around very often once or twice a year, which I like. You know, when you get a promotion at this school, you know it's legit because they're not just getting handed out like candy, and that's a good thing. Now, what I really want to talk about with promotions is that this is a great opportunity to be with your friends, and your partners, and that you wrestle with and stuff. And it's a great opportunity to be there for your friends who do get promoted, who get their first stripe, or who make it to the middle and get their black belts or whatever belt they're getting or whatever stripe they're getting. It's a great opportunity to show your support and be there with your jiu-jitsu family. I've heard from many people and overheard or talked to directly of people who might put a lot of emphasis on the belts and getting promoted and all that kind of stuff. And my take on it has always been that it's not that it's not a big deal, and it's not that you don't want to hope for a promotion. But it's missing the mark. It's missing the whole point of jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu is a very special thing. People may not know, maybe you do, maybe you don't, but God's a wrestler. And it says in the book of Genesis that God was wrestling with Jacob. Some people will interpret that as it was an angel wrestling with Jacob. And, depending on how you feel about it, I'll leave that up to you. But in my opinion, God's a wrestler. And that's what makes jiu-jitsu and grappling such an amazing thing. Because for many people, it's a very close connection. There's something special about it that you can't get anywhere else or with any other sport, in my opinion, only. But the belt is a recognition of your hard work, yeah. But the real thing that for me has been the journey of it all. I've been training about 7.5 years straight, consistently. I had a month or two here and there before I started with Tillis MMA. But the journey of being a grappler and like putting yourself through vigorous training with your partners has been something that you have to experience if you never have. But it's something that has changed me as a human being. Iron sharpens iron. Getting out there with your buddies, men and women who grind every day, and like put in all that hard work with you. It's something that you bond with people with that. And I've always, I've been talking to a few different churches, at least 4, about starting sports ministries with jiu-jitsu or adding to their existing ministry where they just have basketball or soccer, and dedicating a room in their church for jiu-jitsu. Because I've been on the mats where I train at, and it's an amazing place where I see people just sitting down, drilling or congregating, talking to each other. I see the laughter and the hugs, and man, it really changes people. When I started jiu-jitsu, I was in the worst place ever. My buddy showed me a picture of myself the month I started, and man, I was a fat POS, and I just looked horrible. I looked like I didn't care about myself, and you know what? I didn't. I was definitely a dude that was desperate. I was desperate for community. I was desperate for something new. I was in a bad place. I hadn't found Jesus yet, but God was already working. He was already maneuvering me to where I needed to be to get myself healthy and to get myself where I am today. which is something he can work with, someone that he can now mold. Where before he was just like, man, this guy needs a lot of work. We're gonna have to get him started somewhere quick, somewhere where this guy could actually make some progress. And that for me was at Tillis MMA, where I train at. And so today, the point I basically want to make is today promotions, they're very special, and go there and make a lot of noise for your partners that are getting promoted. And if you're not the one who gets promoted today, that's okay, because it's gonna come. As long as you never quit, if you're a lifer, it's gonna happen someday. And just enjoy the journey. Just enjoy it, because it's special. And being with you guys on the mats, or if you're a person who does jiu-jitsu and you're with your buddies on the mats, man, that's a special. I know you know how special that is. I don't even have to sell you on it, because you already know. So when you're out there today, or if you're at your school and you guys have promotion someday and you're watching this video down the line, make a lot of noise for your friends. And remember, God's a grappler. All right, guys. Have fun today. Stay holy.